For her physical activity, I said that the main strengths were that she walks a lot due to dog walks, which is really good, and she does yoga twice a week, which clearly clears her mind, and it's obviously a type of exercise, which is really good. However, areas of improvement is to become more physically active and try and go on walks at least once a day. Um, and to walk more rather than drive, and also just to do more exercise per week, maybe rank that up to 3 times a week rather than one of proper endurance exercise. For nutrition, it's really good that she eats 5 a day usually, and is aware of large salt intake, because of course to improve something you need to be aware of what you're doing. It would be good to have a good variety of meals per week, and to not skip meals, because, as I said, that does result in snacking for her, which just adds on excessive and unnecessary weight. Um, One really big improvement could be to cut out the large amounts of unhealthy takeaways that are consumed during the week and over the month, and to reduce salt intake, because this is one of the probably most dangerous parts of her diet. For her lifestyle, it's really beneficial that she doesn't smoke and only consumes alcohol in moderation. It's really good. However, she does allow stress to affect her regularly, and she doesn't usually get more than 6 hours sleep, which really would need improvement for the mental, the physical, and overall health of her. And for the physical health, she has a good medical history and walks quite often, which is really good for the health. Okay, so overall, for my client recommendation strategies for improvement for physical activity levels, I suggested that Meg should do 3 exercises per week instead of just one exercise per week, of endurance exercise, such as a 5K run on a Monday, a 7K cycle on a Wednesday or Thursday, and then another run on Friday and Saturday. And these could be planned at the beginning of the week so that they're set, and you sort of mentally prepare yourself to do these the next day, which I think is really important and will get her out doing exercise, the heart pumping, and improving those physical activities, physical health. Um, I also set the goal that it was important that she decides to walk to accessible places rather than drive. I said that anywhere within a 5K radius should be able to walk to. This would therefore get her out. Walking's really good example of aerobic exercise, and this could be really beneficial to her. Um, and once she does this a couple times, she could just get into the routine of it, and it will really benefit for her health. And I also suggest that she goes on at least one walk a day. Of course, she does this quite often because of the dog, but it's not every day. This could just be a short half an hour walk around the area, or a longer, perhaps 2 hour walk if possible. This will get her out and moving each and every day, and like I said, exercise is a really good type of exercise. For recommendations and strategies for improvement of nutrition, I set the goal of reducing the amount of takeaways which are consumed, cut down from the unhealthy takeaway food, and changing the time in which you get it from once a week to once every 2 weeks. And then after a month of this, so that will be 2 a month, reduce yourself to just getting only one takeaway a month, and this will give something for you to look forward to, like a goal, so that you work really hard for the month doing physical activity, and then the end you can have a takeaway to look forward to. And this obviously should reduce health potential problems, and it will improve physical activity. I meant to say it would improve a more healthy diet. I also said that using salt substitutes could be really beneficial. You could use some such as herbamare, which is a more healthy version, and so therefore won't be as awful for you as consuming just pure salt. And generally just reducing the intake of it could be a really good improvement recommendation. And we can do this perhaps by limiting yourself to a smaller amount of salt into a pot, for example, at the beginning of the week. And this will be around like a quarter of what you'd usually intake, by just having a bit of salt on the table, and you could just add it whenever you want. But by having this little pot where you can only use the amount of salt that's in it for the whole week, it will reduce the temptation to take excessive amounts of the salt, and so this will be really beneficial, I think. Plan meals at the beginning of the week so that they can be set, and so that they can be set, and this will make the diet healthier in the week because it will reduce the possibility of skipping meals and therefore snacking. And we really need to reduce the snacking because it only adds to the body mass in which we need to already cut down on. So if we're tempted for a snack, then, well, of course, it would have been better to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner as your set meals. However, introduce more healthier snacks such as fruit and vegetables, such as like carrot sticks, which can be really good. And make sure that breakfast is also eaten because this really just sets the day right. One strategy for sleep improvement would be just generally start sleeping earlier. A way in which I said that this could be done was to set a time each day in which you would think is reasonable to go to sleep, and this has got to be before 12 p.m. because then it will allow you to get at least more than 6 hours sleep, hopefully. And so when you set this earlier in the day, it should cause your brain to just get used to the idea that this is the time you'll be going to sleep. You can get ready for this time rather than kind of just going along with the evening and letting it sort of catch up with you, and then it's far too late for you to sleep. And then you'll get into a good sleeping pattern of going to sleep earlier. We also said that mindfulness and meditation can be used to reduce stress before sleep. Using these techniques and finding one such as this, which you find helps to get rid of stress, could be really important, as it could cause reduction um, in waking up early due to these stressful situations which occur, and just keep you awake in the morning.